In today's class on municipal and industrial wastewater engineering, we'll discuss one more industry, that is steel industry. In steel is the main source for any other present our construction activities. Integrated steel plants usually consist of 5 units such as coal washery, coke oven, blast furnace, steel melting shop, and rolling mills. So these are the five main process involved in production of steel. First one, you are going to wash the coal, then second one, coke is going to oven, then in a blast furnace, steel melting shop, and rolling mills. So here, major will discuss now where you are going to get major wastewaters. First, we'll discuss on coal washery and its characteristics. Generally, the process in a coal washery includes crushing, screening, and wet washing of coal. So, first part, we are going to grind coal and wash it to remove any unwanted materials. In the wet process, the coal is separated from the impurities using the principle of differential settling. So, after crushing, you are going to wash, then you are going to separate coke from impurities by means of differential settling. Water is used for washing is recycled and reused after sedimentation. So, water will be, first part will be reused after you go for settlement or sedimentation process, where inorganic substance are going to be settled at the bottom. Clear water, again, it can go for washing. The wash water contains coal fines and other impurities like shale, clay, and small amounts of other materials like calcite, gypsum, kaolin, pyrite, which are come out from the waste in terms of washing. So here we can able to recover some of the materials, gypsum, pyrite, which are the value added byproduct. So wash water, again we can able to collect some of the value added byproduct which are we are getting from washing coal. Second, coke oven and their characteristics. The production of coke involves carbonization of bituminous coal by heating in the absence of air at a range of 900 to 1100 degrees centigrade in oven, which drives off all volatile portions in the coal, and gas is which is evolved contained in the volatile matters is collected to the standpipes and is cooled in stages. So second part, you are going to go for carbonization of bituminous coal. So by heating to 900 to 1100 degrees centigrade, the volatile portions is going to be evaporated or escaped, and it can be cooled at different stages. In the first stage of gas is cooled by thereby producing mainly tar. First stage, we're going to get coal tar. Second stage is further cooling, additional tar and ammonia liquor is produced. These two condensed liquids, after the separation of tar in a tar decanter and recycled as a spray in the first stage. In the third stage, the gas is compressed and cooled further to recovery of chemicals. So here in cake oven, we are going to heat it due to the process of carbonization at 900 to 1100 degrees centigrade, and at different stages we are going to cool the volatile matter to getting tar, ammonia liquor, and some of the other chemicals. Third part is blast furnace and its characteristics. Blast furnace is a basic unit in an integrated steel plant. Essentially, the blast furnace process consists of charging iron ore, coke as a fuel, along with you're going to add limestone, dolomite as the fluxing material into a top of the furnace and blowing the heat air into the bottom. The pig iron is a metallic product of this unit. Further, the cooling water normally remains uncontaminated and is used for cooling. So in blast furnace, you're going to add iron ore, coke, limestone, dolomite as a fluxing materials. Then for the cooling, again, water will be recycled. And steel and melting its waste. In the steel melting, the pig iron obtained from the blast furnace is further treated to produce ingots. The basic principle involved is the oxidation of unwanted impurities in the pig iron, which lead to production of steel ingots. So here you are going to melt steel in a blast furnace to produce ingots. And last is rolling mills and their waste. The steel ingots obtained from the steel melting are rolled to different products in the rolling mills. However, ingots are heated first in the soaking pit until these are plastic enough for economic reduction by rolling. So you are going to heat it, melt it to different temperature so that we can able to get in a plasticity. Ingots are usually rolled in looms, billets, slabs, depending upon the final product. So depending on the nature, we can able to get different products. The rolls also get heated up during the process and cool with the liberal supply of water. These water also join the wastewater flow through the flume. Naturally, it carries lot of iron and grease. So, rolling mills and their and waste process, we are going to get wastewater containing lot of iron and grease. What is the effect of steel plants waste on receiving water bodies? So, we discussed about the five processes which are involved in the process of steel industry. The pollutants is mainly concerned integrated steel plant with suspended solid, cyanide, acids, ammonia compound, phenols, oils, etc. So here we are not going to observe any type of organic matter, mostly inorganic materials. If the spent ammonia liquid is discharged into stream without any treatment, the phenol alone can disturb the ecology of the receiving stream. So here main problem we are going to observe is ammonia because it's going to add the nutrient and the phenol which is going to obstruct the aquatic plants and animals. So we have to treat phenol and ammonia compound before discharging it. It carries several elements which are toxic to aquatic life and some of them is objectionable to human consumption. So here we are going to observe it suspended solids, cyanide, acid, phenol, ammonia compound. You have to mainly concentrate on the ammonia and phenol. While phenol bearing water is chlorinated, chlorophenol will be formed. These chlorophenol are detected by taste in the drinking water. Even concentration is 0.005 milligram per liter. So it even is chlorine, ammonia at 0.005 is going to be contaminated. How we can able to treat wastewater in a conventional methods? Primary treatment consists of temporarily holding wastewater in a quiescent basin where heavy solids can be settled to a bottom while oil, grease, lighter materials can be float on the surface. This is nothing but oil and grease trap where we can able to remove oil and grease trap Then heavy metals like inorganic substance is going to be collected the bottom. It can be clearly out. Secondary treatment removes dissolved and suspended biological matter. Secondary treatment is typically performed by indigenous waterborne microorganism in a managed habitat. Secondary treatment may be require a separation process to remove microorganism from the treated water prior to discharge to tertiary treatment. So here we are going to first removing the suspended solids, oil and grease. Then you have to go for secondary unit where you're going to remove some of the microorganism and separation process to remove microorganism from the treated water before they are going to discharge. So in this way, the wastewater from the steel industries has to be treated before it is going to discharge. Then later we go for a tertiary treatment. In tertiary treatment is something defined as anything more than the primary and secondary treatment. The treated water sometimes disinfected chemically or physically by lagooning or microfiltration prior to discharge into the stream of the river, a lagoon, or wetland. It can be used for the irrigation of a golf course, greenway, or park. If is sufficient clean, it can be also used for groundwater recharge and agriculture purpose. So before you are going to recharge, the important step is in tertiary treatment. In tertiary treatment, you are going to kill all types of microorganisms by chlorine or removing any fine materials in microfiltration before you are going to discharge into a stream. Else, it is going to affect the stream by these settleable particles or sometimes phenols, etc. And where we can able to reuse this water? This can be used for one, gardening or park. If it's free from all type of treated materials, chemically or phenol, etc., it can be used for groundwater recharge and agriculture purpose, unless otherwise it will be removed all types of ammonia and phenolic compound. These are the sources of waste generated from steel industries, and what are the waste going to get from different process. We discuss about 5 places where you can able to get the wastewater. Then how we can able to treat that wastewater: primary, secondary, and tertiary process. Then the water can be reused or recycled water. One is as in a garden, or which is good, it can be go for groundwater recharge. Okay, this class we discussed about the important steps involving treating steel industry waste. Thank you.